Hi everybody, my name is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and welcome to January 1st, 2022 North of 60 Gaming. I thought I'd get in a quick video. First of all, I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. For those who watch my channel, I really appreciate the support that you have shown me throughout the year. It's been quite a year as I've learned how to do videos and kind of settled into tutorials, basically. I don't spend a lot of time reviewing, I spend a lot of time teaching, and I enjoy teaching, so hopefully these videos will help you learn to play some of the games. I mean, I do other things too. I do some playthroughs and I do some commenting, but for the most part I stick to tutorials teaching you how to play some of the games and giving some final thoughts about the games itself. But for the first video of the year, let's talk about what has come into my collection right at the tail end of the year. There's been some really good, exciting games that have come in, including a Grail game. So let's get down to the table, take a quick look at what's come into North of 60's gaming house. So here we are at my table, and let's take a look at what is coming in, or what has come in. So I'm very excited to show you this. This is the Risen Kingdom. This is a brand new game from the Battleground Fantasy Warfare. This is a series that goes back to 2005. I've just did a playthrough and a rules run through. That's going to be released probably sometime this year to coordinate with the Kickstarter. This is the two new expansions, not the Dwarves and Runeguard, but the Goblins, Orcs and Goblins, and the Risen Kingdom. This is a miniatures game in a box. It is freaking amazing. I really liked it. I really enjoyed playing it. In fact, I've bought a few more of these, and I'm going to create some new videos. I found out there's some solo rules, so we're going to be doing a solo game, and I think what we're going to be doing is the Dwarves of Runeguard versus the Orcs and Goblins. That would be very, very traditional. So these are a couple of games that I got. Now, I will say that I did get these from the publisher, but I did buy a bunch of others. And I'm talking to him now about doing some more videos on the series, including the solo rules. We'll just put that up here for now. Next up is Lux and Impendium. These are exciting to me. Small box games, and I'm going on a cruise, and I love small box games. And this is a take over the galaxy, mine the galaxy type of a game. I did watch a quick video about Lux, and these two work together, which is kind of really neat. And I'm hoping to do a solo run through on this. I know I'm late to the table, but I figure better late than never. It's new to me. It's on my table. It's something I want to play this year, and probably bring it to you. Next up, just a quick one, the Valkyrie, Marvel Champions. This just keeps my LCG, my living card game complete for Marvel Champions. I haven't played it in a while, so hopefully this will be the one that triggers me to get it to the table. Of course, I don't have a ton of time between the videos that I've been doing. I've been doing a bunch of Kickstarter prototypes lately to get out the door. And a really neat deck builder based on a literary figure from the early 1900s, a big game hunter. I'm not going to give it away. That one will be coming soon to my channel. It is done. The Kickstarter is coming January 11th, and more on that a bit later. But it's not for consumption quite yet. This one is one I'm really, really interested in. Mini Quest Adventures. So this is an 8-bit game, they call it, or a 16-bit game. It's a dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 players in book format. And I did look at it a little bit, and I kind of looked at it and went, not something I normally would buy, but it just intrigued me. We'll definitely be looking at this from a solo point of view, and I can't wait to dig into it. They have another game called Cards of the Dead, based on a card game that's on Steam at the moment, and that is coming out. I just saw that, and I looked at Cards of the Dead. I initially ignored it. I may go back because it's like $6 right now and buy it and give it a quick try. Again, it's a 16-bit game, that style of 16-bit like Boss Monster. So this looks kind of cool. The box weighs a ton, and it's not a big box. I'll just push that off to the side. Up next, 7 Moons. This one intrigues me. Go forth into the lands and prepare your kingdom for war. 7 Moons, Heroes of Dragonreach. Again, a very small box, pretty hefty. I'm surprised it's such a small box because when I played it on TTS, it looked bigger. But it looks kind of a cool game. You've got 4 corners here, and you're going to defend your 4 corners, and apparently perhaps last man standing wins. Not 100% remembering what this game is all about, but I remember playing it and enjoying it, and so I bought it. I don't think it was particularly expensive. Put that back up here. This one I've always wanted to try. Twice as Clever. So, I have played Clever. I have an app on my phone, which I quite like and play it a lot. So I thought for a change, I'd actually bring this into the house because it's twice as clever. Now, I have never broken, I think, 300 on this. I think I've broken 200 a couple times, but never 300. There just keeps my Clank collection kind of up to date. This is Pulse Arcade. Pulse Arcade. This is for Clank. This is for Clank in Space. I'm looking forward to it. I love Clank in Space. I haven't played it for a while. I think we're going to try to get it out. There is an app for it, so you can actually solo it, and I have soloed it. It is a good solo. So perhaps we'll bring this to the table. I don't always do the older games, especially because it's an archaeological dig to bring it out in my room. The newer games are at the front, and the older games tend to make its way to the back. And my room is very small, and I have mobile shelves, which means a major switching around in the room to move one shelf in and one shelf out. I need a bigger house for my games, obviously. What else do we have over here? Here's a bit of a Grail game. I know it's being released in North America soon, but I got this from a store in Belgium. So this is Concordia Solitaria. This is the English version. And this gets you compete against a AI in Concordia, so it makes it a solo game, something that's been missing. This is one of the most fabulous games that are out there today, is the Concordia series. Plenty of maps, plenty of new expansion rules, lots of fun to play. It is on Steam now, so apparently it's quite a good game to play on Steam as a board game. And we'll have to see how that kind of plays out here on my table. I don't know if I can get that under the lights because Concordia is a big game and I only have a small space. Next up, as we turn, Rise of the Necromancers. Now, I love Necromancers. This is a first edition, not a second edition, because I couldn't get a hold of a second edition. The second edition is been coming out with Mythic Games on GameFound, I think, in a couple more weeks. So you'll be able to buy The Rise of the Necromancers and I think at least 2 expansions. Keep an eye out for GameFound, some of those announcements. I'm not sure what this game is. It just appealed to me because it's Necromancers, and I love Necromancers. If I go back to my earliest days to EverQuest back in the early 2000s, 20 years ago, I played a Necromancer playing EverQuest, and that was my favorite character. Long gone. Oh, New Year's night, I was up a little late. We were watching the new James Bond film, so I'm yawning all over the place, and I need a coffee badly, folks. But this is new to me, and I don't believe there is a solo version. It is for 2 to 5 players. I love this map. This really looks kind of cool. There's a lot of components in here too, and I didn't pay a lot for it, which is good. Thank you very much. I did buy it used from somebody off of the Board Game Exchange, and I thank them for selling it to me. Now this is a Grail, the Holy Grail. I love Discworld, and I got it. This is a Grail game, has been a Grail game for me for about 4 to 5 years. I have come across it 3 times in the last 5 years. The first time I came across it was at Snakes and Lattes in Toronto, and I offered to buy it, And he looked at me and said, no. It was just sitting on the shelf. Nobody played it. I thought, yeah, maybe he'll sell it to me. He would not sell it to me. The second time was about 3 years ago when it came up for sale on the Discworld Guild on Facebook and from England. And I asked her if she was shipped to Canada, and she said, nope. And I went like, I'm sad. But sometimes people get funky about wanting to ship things overseas. However, it just came up again in November. Somebody put another copy for sale. I said, would you ship to Canada? And they said, yes. I got this for significantly less than what it goes on eBay. Generally, eBay with shipping is between $300 and $800. I am so happy to get this. And it is, though it's been opened, it is unpunched, which is kind of like, wow. So I am looking forward to putting this on the table. My wife has wanted this one. Yes, I know that Nanny Narkin is out there, and it's an exact sort of duplicate of this game, except in a more Victorian England literary sense. But it is not Discworld. But those are the games that have come up on, that I just got. In fact, this came in Thursday. This came in, yesterday. This came in Thursday as well, the Rise of the Necromancer. Twice as Clever I've had for a bit. It's just been sitting out in a box because I haven't gotten to it yet. This just came in. This came in from a Canada Post. Got the final notice for it. Thank you, Canada Post. I would have liked to have had the first two notices so I could have picked it up. So it's been sitting in our post office for about a month, and nobody has sent a pickup notice. They didn't send up a second pickup notice, because generally what happens after 3 days is they send you a second pickup notice, and then I got a final notice. And it really pisses me off. A little bit of a rant on Canada Post, but we'll save that for another day. Anyway, my name is Harry Jacobs. I am the North of 60 Gamer. This is the North of Gaming channel. And I just want to say Happy New Year. Now, if you want to, as you know, I have 7 dogs in the house, and that is Diamond, my Italian Greyhound, voicing her opinion about her breakfast, which I may or may not have given her yet because she wasn't out. But anyway, if you like what you see, please hit the like button as you hear the dog complaining in the background. Subscribe to this channel if you would. I would really appreciate it. It's been a year. I really would like to see subscribers go up. And it shows me your appreciation to some of the things that I do. And it kind of acknowledges the work that I put into these videos. They may not be the best videos, but I'm having a blast doing it for you. And show a little appreciation by just hitting that subscribe button, and encourage me to keep going through 2022, because 2021 was a hell of a year. Anyway, hit the notifications if you want to see more. If anything, you can catch me on Board Games for One, Board Game Revolution, Solo Board Gamers, and a bunch of other sites. God, I'm getting tired. It was New Year's Eve last night, folks. Anyway, that is it for me. I am out of here. We will talk to you later.